Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video, we are going to get started decorating for July in my brand new, just arrived today, Laurel Denise horizontal planner. So let's open up to July. And this is what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to pop out the pages that I'm going to decorate. Now I'm a huge Franken planner, but for Laurel Denise, I was just going to, not do that and just use their pips, their pop-in panels, and some of their extra pages. But I saw, I think it was definitely Mabby on the Laurel Denise team, but I'd ordered this earlier and I really wanted to put my June, yeah, there we go. It didn't go as smoothly as I thought, actually. Let me have a better look at this, but if I ordered my Laurel Denise planner earlier when it first launched, and I was really excited to use it, and I wanted to put my June planner popped into my new cover and this new planner, this is what I could do. So I think she did it for a December, and she was excited about a January planner, and she moved her December over to her January planner. So all I'm doing is going in between the coils, popping, doing just like a little snip, and it's gonna make it replaceable. It is kind of like the inserts. So I bet you guys did not know. Actually, you might have known if you've seen this before, if you've seen anything about these planners. But Franken planning is still possible. So I thought that was pretty exciting. Now, this is my new planner. So to do this it's a little rough, but okay, that's pretty clean. I'm not gonna be too worried about it because I wanna have this out to decorate. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the back page. And then we'll maybe do the week out as well right now. So just in between the double loop, and I'm just gonna snip. Does not take that long once I figured out what I was doing. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this. The reason I wanted to go ahead and get this started tonight is I forgot I'm taking my mom to lunch tomorrow. So I'm not gonna have as much time to get things done before I go meet her as I thought. So, or just in the morning in general, because I was thinking about my new planner and not about taking my mom to lunch when I was suggesting that I do this tomorrow. Oh, that ripped. Okay. So I think that's because I was pulling it a funny way. So don't do that. I will pull it more carefully from the top. So obviously didn't do that one as carefully. Yikes. That's such a bummer. So maybe I won't do this every month, but we'll see. I probably will get better at it where I'm not just damaging it. Okay, so now we have the July and August pages together, but you can tell this separate by the tracker there. So I am going to do the same thing for the second weekly, my first weekly. So for the weeklies, I don't know if it's as necessary to take it out. And then I might get used to just leaving it in anyway. But one of the reasons I really wanted to stay with disc for so long is because you can pop the pages out. Oh, this is much easier. Okay. Never fear. That is like, I'm so mad at myself, but oh, jeepers. Okay. We did that too. Wowie zowie. Okay, so do not follow me. Go slower because I have seen people do it and it has been successful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're going to set this aside for a moment and we're going to start with this page and then we will figure out what we're going to do here. Probably just a tiny piece of tape. I only have box tape. So I'll go get it now just anyway and pop it on there. Seriously, ugh. This giant thing is what I'm using. So I just tore a tiny piece off. We're gonna repair that one. We'll worry about the weekly in a minute. Yikes. All right, so let me get everything that I was going to work with. Oh, this poor page over here. So sad. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing. So what I wanted to do for this July monthly, so with the Laurel Denise, this is gonna show all month, and so is like this part over here. So whatever you decorate with is gonna show the whole month, and then the weeklies are gonna have like their own each little surprise. So what I wanted to do is kind of like a red, white, and blue theme, because I used all of my 4th of July stickers in my 2-page daily. So that's kind of disappointing, but you know, it's okay. So I'm gonna put this up here. I think I'm just gonna put it all the way to the top, and we're gonna leave this up in white out. The 7 a little. We'll put a pretty like July. Whoops. And I need to white out the whole 7. Sometimes I try to cheat and not do the whole thing. Okay. And then, so it barely comes down here in tomorrow, which I guess is Canada Day. Okay, then I wanted to use, so that's blue, and I wanted to get the white outfit out up there. And where's the girl? This gal. Love this for the top. I'm gonna see how it looks though. So what I did is I grabbed my Happy Planner Classic planning guides just to kind of see how she's gonna look. So she's gonna cover part of the 6th and the 5th. And what I was thinking is if I do need those later, should I put her over more like that? No, I think more over here. Well, let me see how my July is gonna look too. And for July, I think I'm gonna use this Mojo Jojo Plans Date It. And let's get July. One of these back here. And I think we're gonna have to use the paper. So, the paper sticker on there, and I will use this page for that. Okay. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you might recognize that I usually use one sticker book only. Where do we want? Maybe we put her down a little. July up here. I don't really want it on her head. I think it's better in the flowers. So more her there, July like that, maybe. Yeah, I like that. So let's do that. Cute. Okay, and then the July. We set a little more over my tweezers. Like this. Ooh, I like that so far. Okay, so then I'm thinking, maybe put the data aside for now. Then I'm thinking I want some red in there just to bring in the, you know, the red, white, and blue. Okay, so I could do these balloons for my dad's birthday, which is Thursday. But unfortunately, it's also the day my husband has surgery, so that stinks. And I maybe want them, well, it's okay if it covers up the T. Oh, I guess, and the F. We know it's there. So now we kind of have red, white, and blue there. Maybe we should angle it that way. Okay, we're gonna try sticker removal. Yeah, the paper is actually really good. I wasn't really worried. No, I don't like that as much. But we could move it more here, like this. Okay, that's cute. I mean, I know it's kind of, we'll make it higher, but I know it's kind of awkward with the look of the flowers and stuff, but I like the colors for July. Okay, so we have red, white, and blue up there, and this is a softer blue than I would probably want, but that's okay. Now, let's see. over here, so the other two girls I was thinking of is this gal. And I think we could do her on vinyl just in case we need her on the paper later. So I'm gonna put her on the sticker sheet so we can kind of see. Because I've definitely messed this up enough already. Let me just get a little piece of tape. It'll make me feel better, even though it's gonna be annoying to write on. Can always, I guess, do it like a sticky note or a box on top. It's still box tape. Wow. All right. So let's put her in the blue. Oh, you know what I forgot? Nope, we're not gonna do that. She can go somewhere else. I have these that I wanted to do on the weekly. Because look, 4th of July. My only stickers left that have anything 4th of July like. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so we are already here on Monday, and it's literally like 11 o'clock on Monday, so we don't really need those boxes. So maybe I put her just on the side still, I think. I'm gonna go a little up above this line. She's so patriotic. Even her drink is patriotic. And then this gal down here. I think I'm gonna put her on the days instead of the list because I might really need the list. And Friday's 4th of July, Saturday's Shabbat, so. All right. Now, this will be like this, right? So let's get back to these pages. I think I'm gonna put her back, but let's get this gal on. I think I want her over here. Should I put her more like this? Let me put her more in the center here. Of course, I put her on a line, so let's just white out the line. That's cute. These stickers are just cute, so you don't even have to put them on well to have a cute spread. I'll set her aside for now, and let's maybe get, I think maybe more blue flowers, don't you think, to kind of coordinate with the top? What do we have? Do we have more blue flowers? Oh. I know, so this is really long. I don't know how well this is gonna work. And we could actually do it on the top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it on the top. So, I just wanna wait this out even though I've already like ripped my first spread because I want it to be super pretty. All right, so, and I do think we'll still put some more down by her. We'll just do the blue flowers in this one. So everything coordinates. So I know this looks weird. We'll figure out something to put there. Oh yeah, so we can put this in the corner. Well, let's finish up the blue florals because we're using so many. I don't think we're gonna need them for another spread. Oh, and I didn't say this. This is Wrong's Rainbow. Oh, this might work instead, actually. Wrong's Rainbow Girls book. So we have this floral, and then we have a couple of butterflies. Why not? I feel like we need a little more red on the spread, but we'll see. We may not get there. It's gonna be like she's walking in flowers. only like the stem hanging off, but if we cut that off, I need to stop using these scissors for that because they're gonna get gunky from the stickers. A little crooked. Oh my. We'll wait on this white rose. I'm just gonna stick it here. Okay. So let's check red. I just don't know about the red accessories. They're just florals and shoes and perfume. So back to the blue or whites. And I think white is not exactly what I'm looking for either, but I think we can just finish up these butterflies and these florals. So the spot up here where the whiteout is, put that there. That's cute by your head. We'll put this over here. Actually, let's move this one that we added. It's a paper sticker, and all of these are, well, this is paper too, but stick that down there. And then we probably should do something in this corner. Okay. Can't go wrong with more florals and butterflies, so let's kind of add that. And this is already into August here, so. Okay, so that is all actually that we have. All right, I guess we'll put these two together over here. So I still need something for over here, and what I was thinking, what did I do with it? Oh, if you guys could see my desk right now. It is ridiculous. I have been filming video after video, so this is actually my 6th or 7th video today. I'm gonna put her back before I forget. So the point is, so I'm just gonna cut around where she's gonna go so she doesn't get stuck on the side. I could pull the whole thing off, but I think this one gets stuck at the top and you have to cut it. So I feel like we need red up here, but again, I didn't love anything for it. I guess we could do like a weird quote. Weird quote. It's not weird. You know, like, when in doubt, wear red. Let's see how this looks. I think it looks kind of awkward up there, but that's okay. That's all we have. I suppose we could do a red floral, but no, we're okay. We're not gonna overthink the red. But we do still need something over here. So should we do that other red quote, or we could do the white quote? So we're doing red, white, and blue, or maybe there's a blue quote. Feeling beautiful. Blue is trust, loyalty, peace, and confidence. I think that could fit okay. Yeah. And if we put it somewhere in the flowers, it won't look like it just ended abruptly, but now those two are there next to each other, but this one's gonna be underneath. So I think it's still gonna be okay. Yeah. So essentially ignore this. This is what we have. And I feel like we need something down here. Eek. I don't know, what do you think about this gal over here hidden? Or let me look at what we have still in white. I think we're gonna do this one in the blue. She just kind of goes with the tone of the spread better than this other gal. But she will be hidden down here, so let's see how much she sticks out, if any. I made her totally crooked. What in the world am I doing? So even though this is a rough start, I know that I'm gonna get better at this because I have to, for one. But it just takes practice anyway for any new spread. Ooh, what if I put her up here? I think I like that better than just down there. Let's see if this quote is gonna come up. Okay. She looks straight. Her face is floral. So we need her just a little over. Well, you know what I think we're gonna have to do is cut around. What a mess this is turning out to be. But again, it's still gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. So I tell myself. Okay, that's better. Oh my goodness. Okay, and let's see if this fits. Okay. Maybe I should put the red down in by her. I mean, that makes more sense, right? It's just I wanted red up there, but all right. I wish I had something over here, and I don't love that she's just floating up there. but she's already, okay. We're gonna leave it, and like I said, it'll get easier and it'll get better. I'm just gonna go over the white again. White is always in style. Fluffy pillow. I guess I could just do a white rose in the corner. I know it doesn't really make sense. And maybe a hidden coffee. This is tea. That also doesn't make sense, so I'll just leave it. Okay, let's put this up. So I did that whole thing just so I could get red, white, and blue on the July spread. Now the problem is anything else I put in the weekly is at least gonna have to look decent with these gals. So I don't know if this makes the cut, but that's okay. First time we're learning. So I'll set this aside and we'll actually work on this spread. Independence Day, they can say 4th of July. Okay. Ooh, here we go. So this one will fit, you know, here. So let's just wipe out Independence Day. And do this cute 4th of July. I am super unorganized right now. Everything is everywhere. So I think we have a birthday sticker in here that's a little smaller. This is, okay, so that's, I think I still want gold. So birthday. Because our squares are pretty small. And I'll have it kind of crossover, maybe up here, mostly on the 3rd. So 2 in a row. Birthday, 4th of July. That's crooked, but that happens. This is Dad's birthday, and then I also need to put my husband's surgery. And then for tomorrow, so I'm just gonna make a little note. Mom to lunch. Now what I'm thinking right now, let's get my sticky notes out, is I am thinking, and these are just post-it sticky notes. I think I'm gonna have it over here actually. This is gonna be like my personal section, and it'll be, whoops. See, I already need to erase. Mom to lunch. Okay. If your planner is closed and you're trying to get to it, especially when I'm getting further in the year, it is the next day. I did add a couple of things on here for my weekly. These are Mojo Jojo big boxes, but I'm sure they have she has the same size in the regular, or they could be one of her box series numbers as well. And then these are also from them. I'll just show you that now. I was using a big planner, so I grabbed these big ones, but she does have small boxes in here. So that's the bottom part, and then this is what's up here. And they actually fit really well in there. A little bigger, but they fit next to these girls. So I really like how that turned out. And then Sunday, Monday obviously passed. We are right now here on Tuesday. So I just put a couple extra boxes up here to kind of make more notes. So I am going from a pretty big planner to this planner, so just in case I need extra room. And I did want to just cover, how can I go from a giant 2-page planner to this planner? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but because we have this weekly dashboard that I'm going to be able to see the entire time, I'm going to have my work stuff over here, my cleaning over here, you know, budget and stuff there. I think it's going to work out really well, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in just a moment, but let me get this on. I wanted to see, we're almost out of this one. Okay, so here's another one of the cardboard washies, and sometimes you can peel if you go slow, which I did not just go slow. Sometimes you can peel some of this off and still use it. I'm gonna try it for a little bit. It's like dedicated. I really want this color on there. Slow. Or sometimes it just barely peels and you have to keep going for it. Let's put this kind of like here. It's not perfect, but I wanted to give it some kind of border to go over. Okay, that was tedious, but we got it done. Okay, so the point is I think this is going to be so much more efficient than what I was doing before. Recopying, it just like, it bothers you after a while to just keep moving it to the next day, moving it to the next day. So yeah, I like this a lot. And I think this turned out really cute. It's pretty basic. After this week, I might know a little better how I'm going to use it. I can't stop playing around, but all I did was add these two checklists. So I feel like I may never finish this video, but I wanted to show you why the camera is on once again. This is the regular vertical layout, and I have it finished up. I put the stickies back on so it's kind of cluttered, but I did this thing on the tracker that was really cute. It's just a really cute floral washi strip and then a box to write in what I'm tracking. So because of that, I wanted to get this back out and do something similar. So what I thought I would use is this washi strip, and it just says today is yours. The colors are kind of red, white, and bluey-ish. So the yellow is definitely not matching with everything. I think it's gonna be fine. Now let's get the boxes, which are the red and blue, and I think we'll start with the red. And I think I will need 4. Okay, and then the blue, I think it's going to tie it together. And I will need 3 of these. Get back down there. Okay, and then now I'm thinking, I'm annoying myself, but I'm thinking maybe come back here and still get something that kind of ties it in together. That's definitely a little better. So one way we see this with the tracker, I think it's cute enough. And then the next way for the first week, we see this without my stickies. So cute enough. All right. Once again, that is it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamara with a Plan. I will see you next time. Bye guys.